Hello. I think
Hi.
Tracy out there. Were you like, it didn't come up?
Yeah, I'm like, what happened?
I was doing a dramatic pause. That's what I was doing.
Thank you very much.
Really, I was like, where am I supposed to click? This is my third time doing this ever. It's crazy how I'm a jeweler, people. This whole live streaming studio thing is really a challenge, but it's wonderful too. It is amazing as well. That is not a complaint. It's really more a funny thing that it's just like sometimes I'm like, what am I doing?
Right. Doesn't it come on by itself?
Yeah, right. You know what? I bet it could. And I bet I should look into that. I probably haven't updated that since we started this. So maybe I should look into that.
Mm-hmm.
So I am Stacy with Masterpiece Jewelers in Daytona Beach, Florida. And I'm joined by my sister, Tracy.
Hi. I'm so happy to see you all here tonight. It's great.
Tracy is an award-winning custom jewelry designer, as am myself. That wasn't English. And and so we have a physical location here in Daytona Beach, Florida on Bevel Road. And we also have an online store at tracyandstacy.com, and then 3 different Facebook Live shows and sales that we do every single week. And you are on one of them right now. So thank you all for joining us today. And I can actually hear Biketoberfest is taking place, has started already in our town, which is totally fine. Hopefully everyone stays safe and so forth.
Absolutely. Yeah. It's going to be a nice weekend maybe for it. It looks like it was. So let's hope that's true.
I hope it is true, because sometimes we have rainy or really cold. And that is just, rainy's not good for accidents, and cold is just miserable for folks being outside.
Yes.
You didn't need me to tell you that, but that's just a fact.
Yeah. Thank you for telling us.
You're welcome. All right. So I'm going to start out by telling you all how you can win tonight's prize. And it is this beautiful black and white cubic zirconia necklace. It's vermeil, which means it's gold over sterling silver. And it has a retail value of, I'm just reading this now, $219.95. Do we not talk about a budget for these things, Ted?
I couldn't resist it.
It is
gorgeous. It's a large size. It's like the size of maybe a large quarter.
A large?
I'm just joking.
Unlike a big nickel or whatever that other thing was. That's pretty funny. So this is an impressive piece. So in order to register, because we will give this away before the end of the show tonight, and that will be just before 8 o'clock Eastern time. So you're going to share this live Facebook feed to you're going to share this live broadcast right now to your own Facebook feed, and then comment shared in the comments section. That will automatically get you registered with 1 entry. Now, if you'd like to increase your odds to possibly win this lovely necklace, then you are going to tag your Facebook friends in the comments section, and you'll get 1 entry for each person you tag, up to 10 additional entries. So someone will win before the end of the show.
And Rick and Diane are saying in the comments that they saw it and it was very pretty.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you so much. So they saw it in real life today.
Cindy also did, and so did Susan.
Yes, right. We had quite a lot of folks at the store today who who we enjoy having on the live shows as well.
Absolutely.
So that was lovely. So we so you all know now to share and to tag in order to be registered today. Next up, a reminder that during the month of October, we will be donating 10% of all purchases to our local Second Harvest Food Bank of Volusia Flagler. And that is to help with those in our area who were affected by Hurricane Ian. We were not expecting Hurricane Ian to be anywhere near as relentless as it was in our area. And so many people have been affected by flooding and by wind damage. Second Harvest Food Bank is an amazing organization that we have partnered with before. And for every $10 that is contributed to their organization, they can provide 40 meals for struggling families as well as seniors and children. So it's a very worthy cause. And so we thank you for your purchases, and you will be helping Second Harvest Food Bank. We do also buy and trade jewelry, and I especially tell you that for this evening's show because it's remarkable the number of people who will use unwanted jewelry to pay for a custom designed piece of jewelry. And we can either sell outright to us, or you can do trade, which you get an even higher value for. And by the way, if you're creating something from an existing piece of jewelry that you have, you probably have also gold to trade in from that as well. You see a list here on the left of things that we buy and trade. You can go to our website at tracyandstacy.com and click on the gold buying banner. We ask that you make an appointment to bring in your unwanted jewelry so we can set aside time just for you. Okay, Trey. So are you ready to do your magic?
Absolutely.
Am I missing anything here? I don't think so. I think we're all good. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's go ahead and add Tracy's magic computer screen to the screen here.
There we go.
All right.
And I did want to do something that reminded me of this time of year, and I've been trying to work this into the show since fall hit, actually. Mm-hmm. So I decided to do a fall tree.
I love it.
Mm-hmm. So we're going to go into the freehand, and let's see, we're going to go over to the wire and ropes, and I'm going to pick, I think it's going to be this one right here. Yeah, I like that design. I think that's a fun design we haven't really used before. Mm-hmm. And we're going to use that as the frame for the piece that we're going to work with today. I'm going to make a pendant.
Oh, very good. All right.
And we'll start with this and we'll add to it as we go. So there we are. Oh, my goodness, there's a ring.
There sure is.
Okay, so let's go back out and new session.
Do you need to save that or anything?
No, I do not. We'll just say yes. And we should be going back out.
All right.
I was trying to do something before we started, but I had to, it's crazy, but I had to
That's right.
I had downloading? No, what was it? Updating.
Suddenly had updates, and we weren't even sure we were going to go on in time.
Yes, so
that's why that happened.
Mm-hmm. Yep, that was in the middle of something else I was doing.
So let's start again.
Yes, there we go. And now if there's another ring under here, no, there we go. I'm going to say, what in the world? Okay, so let's go ahead and make this taller. Let's go to 15. Oh, actually, I guess we're making it wider. And then let's make it just a little bit wider. And it's amazing. We can make it really wide now, but we're just going to make it just a little bit wider. And then we're going to go and we're going to work with the length. And we'll expand that. So we'll bring that all the way over to about 25. And there we go. We're starting to get a nice shape. But we do need to make sure that we make it a little thicker because we can't really put too much in this frame if it's that thin. So let's make it a little thicker. Let's see where that is. Oh, I think we'll do it by changing the bead size. There we go. And let's make the spacing a little tighter like we had it to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I mean tighter. There we go. So now we have, it's much more secure of a frame. Not that we're using it for like holding the pieces in, but we want it to be strong enough so that it can stand on its own if need be. So it's not going to crush.
Right, and we can't have it like wobbling too, you know, like it's not strong enough to even withstand its own ovalness.
That's exactly right.
So I understand that. And I love this design, by the way, this idea of putting it in a frame.
I love framed things like that.
We never even talked about that. I love that.
So I have moved it up a little bit on the screen, hopefully. And now I'm going to go ahead and add some of the pieces that we need to in this piece. You know, one of the things I like to work with a lot are scrolls. I doodle with scrolls. I don't know. Right. Does anybody else doodle with scrolls? I've always done scroll doodles. How about you?
Yes,
Stacey?
Scrolls, definitely. And then also I do leaves and vines.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That reminds me, like, it's funny to think about doodling because you don't even sit anywhere to doodle now. But we used to be connected to the phone on the wall. You know, when we had landlines. So if you'd be talking to your friends or whatever, it's not just you, me, and everyone, we'd be doodling at the same time we were talking to our friends.
We would. So this is one of the scroll pieces that I'm going to be bringing in, and I forgot. I need to bring in a trunk because I would like to make a fall tree. So
a trunk, that's funny.
Trunk is important in a tree. A nice strong trunk. So we're going to get this lined up so that it's not on top of it, but right inside the frame. So let's get a little closer here.
Oh, I love that scroll. I don't have an idea of what you're going to do with it. So that is neat.
And as we can see, everything has added down below. So let's try this. There we go. And let's put this in the background, get a little closer, and we'll move everything up. There we go. We can see that's right in the middle of the scroll. We can't see the piece, but we know because of the lines. And that one too is right in the middle. And that's good because that's where we want it. Now let's go ahead and put it in more of a perspective view. Actually, let's do the top view. There we go. Now that trunk is a little small, so let's go back over there and make it bigger. I can go as close as I can there to it and still see most of the oval. Let's see here. Let's try the length here. See if that's going to do it. Okay, I think we still need to go a little longer. And let's try that. We might have to make it smaller, but let's move this whole thing up. There we go. I said that once and I meant it.
She said it again.
And I meant it. Okay, so I think I'm going to make it just a little shorter. Try that and see how that is. And right now it is kind of an odd shape. We need to make it a little thicker at the bottom. And I think that's profile A end. So let's make that a little thicker. Yeah, so we're starting to make the trunk now.
I like it.
And the middle, let's go ahead and make the middle just a little bit thicker. There we go. And that's a good starting point. I had to move it a few times when I was experimenting with this design. Okay, let's bring it back down. And now we've got the scrolls that we're going to work with. We're going to bring them over and up a little bit. This will be the first one we start with. Let's give it a tilt. And let's go ahead and make that a little longer. So let's try this here. And let's see if the width makes it a little longer. No, it just makes it wider. That makes sense.
That's what it seems to
Yes.
be.
So I guess let's just go ahead and let's see the overall scale. Let's do that. Let's move that and see. Ah, that's exactly what I was wanting. And let's push it back into the tree trunk. Okay, so that is a good scroll. And I like that it is a little wider just because we don't want anything thin enough that it would bend. So it's important that we don't have anything too thin that we're working with. I'm going to go ahead and duplicate that.
And you might want to save also.
Oh,
Trey.
thanks, Stace. Okay, so we're going to put that up there and we will save. Thank you. And so now we have a very thick branch because we have two branches together. We're going to move it down and we're going to tilt it a little bit and bring it down a little bit more. And I think at this point, it's just a matter of fitting these branches in. So we're going to pull the other one up and start getting them positioned. This one at the bottom, we are going to make maybe just a little bit. Oh, I actually kind of like the way it's turning out. They can be intertwined without any problem.
They absolutely can. And it's interesting how you use the same element, but they really look different.
They do, don't they?
Yeah.
That's the one nice thing about scrolls. They really change every time you move them to a different, like just twist them a different direction and they start changing. Okay, we're going to make this one a little smaller. Okay, push that up. And I think we'll make the middle one a little smaller too, just a touch. There we go.
Oh, and lots and lots of hearts, Trey.
Oh, good. I'm glad you all like it. I really like, I've always liked scrolls and I always have liked the trees outside. My son in school would often draw trees. I don't know if they always had them drawing trees or if that was some of his best things that he worked on. But
that's a good question.
Isn't it though? Because we had a lot of tree pictures. I think we'll go ahead and maybe make the trunk of this just a little bit longer. And it's going to make it longer on both ends. So we'll have to move it up a little bit. There we go. And let's go in and find a scroll that would fit nicely up here. I have some ideas in mind, but let's see what comes up. This one here would be kind of pretty there.
It would, Trey.
Let's go ahead and try that one.
That shape seems really good for there.
I love that shape.
Again,
it's so
right?
pleasant. Mm-hmm. You probably could have made the whole thing using that shape.
You probably could have. It kind of has like a little bit of a leaf end.
It does. So let's move that up.
Yeah, that was, I like that.
And make it a little smaller.
And Lisa says, looks good.
Oh, thank you, Lisa. Yeah, now I'm going to turn everything to the side and make sure we've got everything. Oh, yeah, see, that one came in too low. I kind of thought something wasn't right there. Let's move it up. And it should be about in the right spot there. Yeah, let's move it up. Actually, let me pull it back down so everybody can see a little better there. And let's make it a little thicker.
And the challenge of working in 3D is quite amazing. That extra dimension makes a big difference when working and designing. It's a whole nother skill set you have to learn, being able to work on that third plane.
It is. It's funny when I first started. Oh my goodness, we didn't know what we were doing. It was before we did the lessons, and I started just playing with the program. And I had stones out to the side. I mean, I had no control over it. It was amazing how we gained control over the program very quickly.
Just from like the first day of classes.
Mm-hmm.
And then we have referred to it many a time here that one of the hardest things to do was to make the fish move.
Oh, yeah.
The metal fish move in 3D.
It was.
But once you mastered it, that's not a word. Once you mastered it, it really all came into clarity.
That is absolutely right. I'm making this just a little bit taller, I guess.
Yeah, I like it, Trey. Oh, it's sticking at the bottom a little bit.
Yes.
Oh, you knew. Of course you knew. What am I saying? And the little sister trying to be like know-it-all.
Oh, no, honey. I like when you can help me once in a while. No.
Once in a while, you let me. She lets me.
Just joking, everyone. Okay, there we go. And I like the way the scrolls are overlapping. And what we can do, this guy's outside of the frame now.
One of them is escaping.
Let's keep him inside the frame. I think that's important. There we go. Let's go ahead and put them side to side. There we go. And there we go. And now we really have a tree. It's crazy, isn't it?
It is. And I love it. Because I love all the swirly, scrolly parts of it.
I love that too. Now let's go ahead and add some gemstones to it in fall colors.
Well, that sounds like a great idea to me. Love it.
And I'm going to go ahead and why don't we do them in bezel set?
Sounds good.
And there's all different kinds of shapes in bezel sets we can use. I think I'll start out with a nice round shape. And as we can see, yes, it's way down there because I have a plan. I didn't want it to, I don't know if my plan will work, but it is where I wanted it up there. And we're going to go ahead and make them about 3 millimeters, 2.5, 3 millimeters. Let's see what, that's 2.75 millimeters. I think that's a little big still. Okay, get a little closer here. And there we go. So those will fit nicely into some of the scrolls. We can just add those here and there. It doesn't have to be any rhyme or reason to it. Let's see. Let's go up here. And just wherever it looks good.
Sorry,
go right ahead.
A number of you are watching from outside of Daytona Beach, the Daytona Beach area throughout the United States. Have you experienced fall yet where you are?
And my gems are quite high there.
Yes, they are.
So we're making them a little shorter.
They need to be tucked in there amongst all the other metal.
And they probably are a little tall. So let's get in here and make them not quite as tall. There we go. That is much better. Then they can go into where they need to and they won't be floating. There we go. And that I think is much, much better.
Oh, that looks beautiful, Trey.
And they were floating before, so now we have to get them tucked in a little better. There we go. And this guy, what is he on? Oh, he is on one. Okay.
What is he sitting on? The air or actual metal?
What is that? That's what they used to say about my dog. Right. What is that thing?
What is that thing? That was when he was so old and he didn't even look like a dog anymore, but he still enjoyed eating and we still loved him so much.
Absolutely. He used to wear a little children's
like a toddler's
muscle shirt. Yeah.
A children's muscle shirt. He looked very macho.
To stay warm.
Poor little guy. He hardly had any hair by that point. He was a schnauzer. Tracy's first schnauzer, and then she had a second schnauzer, beautiful schnauzer named Brandon.
Yes, who is just as adorable as could be.
Yep, Gabriel and Brandon. We love schnauzers in our family.
Mm-hmm.
But we do rescue dogs now, and so you can't always get a specific breed.
No. And I have cats now, so.
That's right. And my GOG over there is saying like it's a good thing because I don't look anything like a schnauzer.
No.
Though she does have a beard sometimes.
She does.
How often we've trimmed her.
Yes. You just never know. And I'm the trimmer, so.
That's right.
As we know, with the project that was going on at the store, not much of anything else got done. No, I shouldn't say that. We got a lot done, but she did not get trimmed during that time.
I hope that you folks will stop by the store and see all the changes, the amazing changes that have happened at the store since you were last in. Amongst other things, we no longer have carpet on the floor. So that alone is a huge difference.
It is.
And I know many of you that I see on here have been in the store or live outside the area. Trey, I'm loving how this is turning out.
Yeah, this is just a matter of putting them on and, doing a somewhat random pattern. To me, that's what my plan is with it, is to have a random pattern. My mother was an artist, and she would say that you never just made random patterns. You had to plan a random pattern. Remember how she would say that?
Yes, because the mind would always make a pattern, even when you were trying to make it random, unless you specifically forced it not to make a pattern.
I know. And now I'm just adding some gems in what I think would be great fall colors.
Agreed. And Trey, Michelle Jones says the store looks amazing.
Oh, thank you, Michelle.
Thank you, Michelle. Oh, I am loving this tray.
And I think this would be really pretty in a golden color.
Definitely.
Oh, there we go. Oh, look at that one up there is still white because he normally is white.
That's right. He was a little separate guy. Now let's save, shall we?
Oh, yes, that's good. Don't want to have to go through all this again.
Oh, no. People would like to get on with their evening at some point.
There we go. And let's add a bail. And you could really add like a scroll type bail. Let's do that.
I would say yes.
Let's do that. This was unplanned, but let's go ahead and add a scroll type bail. Let's see if we can do it.
Uh-oh, she is off-roading right now,
Yeah,
folks.
let me go back to my original picture that I did earlier so that I can see. I think that I want to send it someplace. No? There we go. And so I can see what kind of top I would need on this. I don't know. Maybe I'm being a little crazy here. Do you see one you like, Stacy? This is pretty.
Yeah.
Is that too busy?
Oh, would you go over it again with your mouse? That one? That's pretty busy. I was thinking about the half one over to the, yes.
This one here?
Yeah.
Okay, let's do that. What the heck? We're in control.
That's right.
So if you wanted to.
Give me a choice. Wink.
If you wanted to put a decorative top on any pendant that we make, it's easy enough to do. We would just choose it, put it up at the top. Oh, and I love that. Good choice, Stace. And I do say you because you did make the choice on that one.
I'll take my small. They just always, doesn't matter how many times they're underneath there, it cracks me up.
It is funny. And let's make it just a little teeny bit taller. Well, 1 point. I think that's good millimeter wise. Let's bring it up to the top. Oh, I am loving that, Stace. And now let's go ahead and add the rest of the parts for that bail. And we're going to add some jump rings. And I'm going to add this one here.
And Margarita, who is, by the way, a natural cheerleader of people, said, nice choice. Thank you, Margarita. That's so sweet.
Okay, now where is this hiding? There it is. Let's bring it over and let's turn it.
We got to see Juliet in the store today. I say we, but I was not actually there, but Juliet, who is Rick and Cindy Warford's dog was in the store today being adorable.
Oh, she came in.
Cute.
She had one thing in mind, and that was to find Teresa.
Aren't they so special? They are so special.
She loves Teresa.
And Teresa loves her.
Oh, absolutely.
That is why those animals can tell like a kind heart like that. And Teresa just has a very kind, loving heart for animals.
Yes, she does. Gosh, it makes me realize I haven't worked with these jump rings for a while.
Yeah, they are misbehaving.
Yeah, it's just a matter of, oh, that's big.
That's really getting in really shaping unusually, shall we say.
It's really shaping up.
It's shaping all right. It's going to poke you in the neck. That'll be comfy. That's the price we pay for beauty, people.
That's so funny. And then make it a little thinner here.
What could even be equally fun, like you don't have to do it, Trey, but like connecting this to either side of that swirl.
Oh, you were right. That would be very
the
nice.
Chain came down like so. All right, very good. I'm laughing because I have no idea if you're on the front or the back right now.
Oh, okay.
I think you're on the back.
I am. And this is not what I wanted to do. Oh, it's like it's doing calisthenics. Oh, funny.
And one and
there
two.
we go.
Rick says Juliet sought out Tracy after she got her pets from Teresa.
That is very true. That is very true.
Juliet is a very charismatic dog.
Mm-hmm.
She's just a sweet, sweet dog.
Oh, she just has so much charisma.
Oh, she does. I mean, it's so odd to say, but you're just drawn to her. You just want her to come over and say hi to you.
Let's see what happens when we do that. So it's making it a little flatter. Oh my, that's an ugly look. So let's just leave it at that. We could always keep working with it. But as you can see, there's a place for the chain to go through now. Let's get ourselves righted up here.
And you know what's interesting about this too is that you have made me, with that smaller loop back there, you've made me think of putting a really fine chain on it, like they did like during the Art Deco and Beaux Arts times.
Oh,
when the Beaux Arts
really, it was so pretty.
Similar look to that, at least.
My battery is low. What?
What? Do you need my help?
It always helps if you actually have it completely connected.
Okay, is it still good? It flashed for a minute there again.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good.
That was exciting.
It had come out of the computer when I carried it.
Yes.
Because it was updating while I was traveling to Stacy's.
Yes.
Since
that was because she had no other choice because it had decided to update. Oh yeah, that looks great.
I knew something didn't look right.
Every time.
And let's go ahead and put it in that spot there. There we go.
Oh, Cindy says save soon.
Oh, thank you, Cindy.
Thank you, Cindy. Oh, look up close to it, Trey. I was like, I didn't know it had that pattern on it. Come up close to the veil again, if you can. I love how it has those two rivets.
It's cute, isn't it?
Isn't it that? Yeah.
You know what? It could be left that way, but we are not going to.
I could.
Thank you, Stacy. Those are the kinds of things that I check afterwards to make sure that everything is okay. As we can see, it was quite long there, and we don't really need it that long.
And
let's hope this isn't here.
That is.
There we go.
An important point to make because.
Much better.
Yes, that's great now.
Yeah. Thank you, Stacy.
You are welcome. I am here to give corrections and to pick out veils. That's my two important things.
There we go.
I was going to say, is it hard to manage? Like, it's so big on the screen, actually, right now.
It is, yeah. And I want it to be as close as possible to everybody.
Yes, thank you.
So that's why it is hard to manage a little bit. So I have it at a kind of an angle here, and I thought we'd just do a rendering real quick.
Love it. That's what I was hoping you were going to say. And as we talk about on here, after you leave your appointment, which usually takes about an hour, there's no rushing to it, that's just an average. That's when Tracy's real work starts, because she goes over every piece of jewelry that you design with a fine-tooth comb to make sure that it is that everywhere the metal is touching, everywhere the stones are coming through the back.
Exactly. That's, like right now we can see everything is in the right spot here.
Correct. But she would still go through, and it can take anywhere from 3 hours to literally 3 days, depending on how complex the project is, because she is really detail oriented.
Yes. I don't like to let them go if I see anything I don't like about it.
Right. And a lot of times the folks who are there at the design appointment, they don't even realize that there is any of this kind of issue. So, but that's where Tracy's skill comes in. She's got parts falling off here every which way. Juliet says thank you, by the way, according to Cindy.
Oh, good, Juliet. What for?
She's
just for loving her?
Thank you for talking so sweet about her.
Oh, good. Yes, we do. We feel very happy to know Juliet.
Isn't it funny how that is? And I agree.
She's just she's just a deep dog.
She's very special somehow.
Yeah.
And they're like,
and you know what? I think she's so well behaved.
She is.
I mean, she comes in and she just is so quiet. And I was wondering if she'd like the new floor, and she appears to really like it.
That was a great question. That's right. That would have felt very different.
Yeah.
Different to her.
It has to smell different.
The
whole store.
Nice and clean. She's been down there on the rug. She's like, about time, people.
So I thought it might be fun to turn this into a ring.
Oh, I see that's what's going on. I'm so busy talking about Juliet.
Oh, okay.
It almost became a ring instantly.
And I was so attempting. That's why I moved this all up to begin with, the pendant, because I thought it would be kind of nice to be able to see it on a person's hand. And if we don't have it in the right place, it kind of cuts through the hand that is on here. And it just doesn't seem good. That is not a good thing.
I love that, Trey. I love the split shank of it all.
Yeah, I liked it. It needed a little bit more. As you can see, it's not in the right place here. If we get close, it's coming through. So I'm trying to open the spans. Is that what it is? Spans?
Between the
span.
The span? Or maybe the expanse. I don't know what they call it. Because that's really a specific.
Sometimes things won't let me do it, but let's see. Move up or down. Oh, move side to side. That's
there we go.
Let's see if we can. What is it going to do? Sure didn't look like it did anything. Did it? Did it look like it did anything? Let's watch again. Let's expand that.
Let's see if it. I have to agree. I was looking over there to see if it would mess up.
Okay, let's watch and see. What's it going to do?
Oh, Margarita said she did see a bit of movement. So
there we go.
Oh, yes.
Woo, finally.
Even more of a bit.
Yeah.
Of movement.
So we're almost in the right spot. Let's move over a little bit more. This is when it's going to rebound.
Yes, that's what I was looking for.
Expanding it the second time is always iffy. And there it is. The iffiness is there.
Has happened.
Look at what in the world happened. Oh my goodness. It's like it's like a disaster.
It is.
Let's go back to this. I have all the diamonds squirted into making more, and I didn't know that could happen. Did you know that could happen?
No, I could not. I did not. You're getting applause, by the way, just to let you know.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, this is.
Let's see if we do this. This is quite interesting. Oh my. So I know if we go back to 8, we should be okay. That's 7.59. There we go. Now it's so interesting the way it jumped way down. Let's put it up a little bit and see what happens. Let's see where this is on the top. Well, we might just have to forget this whole thing.
It could be possible.
Yeah.
I mean, let me say this about that. You are not known to forget this whole thing about anything, but
No,
you
but
do
we
have a certain time limit.
Oh,
is
yeah,
really
absolutely.
what you're saying. Not Tracy would work on it and work on it and work on it until it was perfect.
Yes.
That's how she is.
Yeah, no, I agree with that, but didn't try this particular model earlier.
You just had the idea, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you were like, well, let me see if this.
Yeah. I really wanted to go wider, but I think if we do that, we're there. We are there. Okay, well, let's see. I think it's still going to be funny on her hand, but let's give it a shot. Because that
shape is very
unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah, let's try it on a hand just for
it is Halloween
grins.
Month, so let's just see the horror.
For grins, yes.
Just for grins. All right, I'm ready for that.
Okay, shade top width.
And a reminder to everyone, make sure to share so that you are in the drawing for tonight's $219 vermeil necklace.
Okay, let's just give it a hand. Let's give it a hand.
Give it a hand. Oh boy, I can already see that.
Oh, that looks painful.
That is so painful.
Painful. Yeah, I would say that would not make a good ring. Does anybody agree with me? Let's get the hand out.
Down to 0 viewers at that moment. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, it is not. I didn't design it for ring. It was just an afterthought. Let's throw that out.
Right. If you had thought of it this morning, you would have tweaked it to a ring.
Yes. Okay, let's put the bail back on.
And if you could you make some of those swirls like rose gold also?
Oh, absolutely. Let's just get this back together again. Okay, so if we wanted to, we can make some of them rose gold. So we know the top one here is going to be rose gold. Let's go ahead and click on a couple others. So let's do this one here. So both sides will be rose gold at this point. Where is that one? There we go. We're just going to change that to secondary color there. Are you going to change your, let's see.
And by the way, you're cracking up Susan Bexley.
Okay.
With our ring shenanigans.
I do find that kind of fun when that happens. Okay, we're going to turn this back again because I think we will do a different one. There we go. Let's do that one there.
Oh, I like that. I mean, it's not changed yet, but I like that choice of that.
It's funny. It sometimes takes a couple times to do it. Here we go. There we go. Yep, and then we could turn this one back to white. That really shows up the rose gold.
Rose,
well, it doesn't show as well when it's yellow. Do you see the rose now?
Yes, I do. Yes.
Okay.
I sure do. And I like the rose at the top too.
And we could actually make the edge rose too if you chose.
Yeah, I like that idea. And Rick said it would probably take time, but could you have bent the tree to make the ring fit?
Yes, exactly. That's what I would do.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. That I also could see where that was one of it needed to be a little more molded to a finger shape.
Yes.
And Margarita says, I was going to ask her to do it as a rose gold with pink and blue diamonds.
Oh, that would be really pretty.
I was thinking like wonderful. It could be, modified for spring.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I don't know what you're doing here, but I like it.
Yeah, well, we'll see. We will see. Okay, we know it's way down there.
That's right.
And let's just bring it above for a moment so we can see what we're working with there. And let's hope they have an oval shape. Well, my goodness, they don't. But you know why they don't? Because we're going to make it into an oval shape. Let's see. I think we are at least. Let's see what happens if we do that. Okay, so that did go the one way and the inside length. And let's do, I just thought, what if we wanted to add some diamonds on the outside?
I like it. Well, I'm always going to like it. We're always going to like it, right? If we add diamonds to it.
Yes, we love diamonds.
And Diane Sorrell says, very interesting.
Oh, good, Diane. Okay, let's bring that down now since it's floating. And now we can even get it a little closer.
And Susan added 3 diamond emojis.
Oh,
in the
good,
comments,
Susan.
So
Because that's sparkliness.
that is definitely sparkliness.
Mm-hmm.
And remember to share this to your Facebook page and then comment shared in the comment section so that you can be in the running for tonight's $219 necklace.
And let's say you wanted to do this all in rose gold. There you
And why
go.
wouldn't you?
Oh, yeah. That
That's
gives it a whole
beautiful.
different look, doesn't it?
Can
Mhm.
you render that? I mean, I'm sure
Oh,
you're
yes.
going to
Let's
do
do that. And I want to add the different colors that
Yes.
Margarita was asking
Mhm,
for.
that was
Yeah.
Margarita. Yeah.
And this even gives it just more presence.
It does.
Mm-hmm. And one thing about the halo is you can take the diamonds off of it too. So it's wider right now, and it has that ropey look behind it, which is kind of neat. So if you didn't want the diamonds, you could take them off, and you have like just a thicker frame.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So
Yes, exactly.
there it is. You can see. It's interesting. You can see the shadow behind it.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? That is so pretty. And Margarita, Tracy's going to put your blue and pink diamonds in there. She said another really neat idea, and that was, what about putting a mirror behind? And that's
that would be pretty.
an interesting idea because we see that in really quality old-timey charms, not old-timey like 40 years ago or whatever, but that they had those high polished gold or silver pieces behind it. That is a great blast from the past and a great idea.
It is. It's a very good idea.
Pretty even with the colors you have up there. I know the red is indicating you're changing it. Oh, look at that.
And I still have 2 more to go.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I'm sorry, I can't count. Oh, no, there they are.
Yes.
So I think a pink here. I forgot which pink I picked. I think it was this one. I don't know that they have pink diamonds on here. Oh, yeah, there is a diamond pink. If you're not happy with the pink I chose, feel free to tell me and I will change it.
Oh, look at how pretty that is.
Really very different. And
so rose gold with the pink and blue diamonds.
Mm-hmm. I actually don't have pink diamonds. I have a different pink.
That's okay.
Okay. Yeah, that's really pretty.
Right.
I'm in love with rose gold myself.
Yeah, I am too.
I don't think I'm ever going to not love it. Here is the diamond pink pure. We could put around the edge. No,
good idea.
I'm sorry. That's the center. Let's see if the accent. Diamond pink pure. There we go. Oh my.
Oh, that's not
bright.
what it looks like.
That's bright.
I just want to say that is not going to be what a pink diamond looks like.
There we go. There is a light pink diamond.
They're pretty.
Oh, that's so cute.
That is lovely. And Diane Sherman says very pretty with heart eyes.
Ah.
Or star eyes. I'm sorry, star eyes.
Yeah, sometimes we can't tell on our programs. Let's just go ahead and render it on black this time.
And Gail says pink with the rose gold is stunning.
It is stunning. It's a good choice. Yeah, if we can get that
Oh,
shadow
like
out
that,
of the back.
yes.
That shadow was driving me crazy.
Me too. Crazy.
Yeah, I love that. I love pink and blue together.
Mm-hmm. I do as well, and obviously so does Margarita.
Yes. Yep, and we can even add more to the bottom, like make it wider by having some roots and things on there too. That easily we could do right down here.
Or just a little hump with grass. I mean, you're right about the roots, though.
I love you, Stacy.
You just get down over there. I'm always trying to use the green gold for something. Okay, Susan says, so pretty. And Margarita says, love with a heart. And back to Gail, reminder that I will be thinking of her son-in-law tomorrow as he goes in for surgery. I think I don't just think, I know it is tomorrow. Okay. He's off looking for another cool thing to add on to it.
Yes, and I'm really, sometimes I'll pick something and it won't work, but the only way to try it, because right now it's sticking up in the air like this, it's hard to say if I turn it, and we all know where it is, it's hiding. So bring it up to the top. And there's so much going on here. How can any of you see what's happening? And let's bring it down. And I know we have to stop because.
Look at the time. Gail says, actually, my daughter. Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, that would be nice. That's a big difference. I mean, God would know who I was praying for, but he might be like, really?
I can't get this on the screen.
This is not as huge as it seems, like that we can't get on the screen. It's just so elongated.
Yes. So this is kind of small and kind of flaky.
This will be interesting.
Yeah.
I'm still mad because you won't do the hump, I said.
I should have done the hump. Stacy was right again. Hump. She was right again.
Am I right?
Wow, I'm so curious how I made that so gigantic.
I want to say those are beautiful roots. Seriously, I like what you're doing there.
Thank you. Well, we're not going to have time to finish them up, but I can't even figure out where to push it. Yeah, there we go. We're starting to
that's
look good.
So pretty. That is unexpected. How pretty that is.
Yeah, it seemed like to me that it might have needed something down at the bottom. Just as an idea. Why do I like to push things to the end?
You do.
In everything. Yeah. I just can't take it.
Sometimes after one of our long shows, Tracy
won't leave
my office. She's still talking to me. And I love her. I haven't seen her all day. But I'm done. And she's like, by the way, such and such. I mean, I'm literally taking her out the door. It's a good problem to have when your sister wants to be with you.
Well, there we go. It's a little drapey, but it is there.
Poking through on the top, but it is fabulous.
Well, it gives it a little.
Take a picture.
Okay.
It's fabulous.
All righty.
It made like a final touch to it.
Yeah. Good. There we go. Maybe make them a little thicker or something. But it did add a little. It added something it needed without it being swirly at the bottom, because you don't want swirls in both spots.
Right.
Unless
Then it
we
just
swirl them
looks-
out, I can see a lot of different things we could do down there. But for a quick solution, I think that worked out good.
I think it did too.
Mm-hmm.
And the cheerleader, as she always is in her heart, Margarita says, great job.
Thank you, Margarita.
Gail says, absolutely gorgeous. And Susan says, beautiful roots. And I agree, they are beautiful. Oh, hold on now. She's changing it to Savadorite? I can't even believe I said it. Savadorite?
Yeah, Savadorite, Stace. That's it. I changed it to Savadorite.
That's not even a word. And Diane Sorrell says, very pretty.
I just thought it might be fun to change it to a little more of a summer color, which you were talking about earlier. So I thought, well, let's just change it. Oh, we have to go over. But I'll put this on the on Facebook tomorrow.
Okay, very good. You'll finish it up here before you
Yes.
Before you leave.
Mm-hmm.
And Diane Higlin, very pretty.
Thank you, Diane.
Sometimes you just have to do this. Oh, hold on. That's not what I wanted. There we go. It was like the universe didn't want it to go away. Did you see it? It took full screen for a minute there.
It took charge.
Yes, it did. All right. We are going to be announcing our winner for tonight's drawing. We want to remind you once again, next week we will be starting our, and why isn't it here? I know it is. I know it is because I know I inputted it. Inputted it? That's not a good word. My goodness. Okay, so Tuesday night we will have our, Tuesday at 12 noon we will have our 1 hour live online jewelry sale. That is from 12 noon to 1 o'clock. And during that time, someone will win a $500 piece of jewelry. Now, we hope that you will join us for lunch during that time, and that is every Tuesday, starting at 12 noon. And then on Wednesdays, we have our live online fine jewelry sale starting at 7 o'clock. And someone will win a piece or pieces of diamond and gold jewelry worth, a value of $500. And then every Thursday, just like tonight, we have a live custom jewelry design along. And someone will win a piece of jewelry valued at least $100. Plus, in case you didn't know, you can go over to YouTube and search Masterpiece Jewelers Daytona Beach. You will find an archive of dozens and dozens and dozens of past custom jewelry design alongs, and you will go down a rabbit hole of watching those. It's just amazing. So let's go ahead and announce the winner, right, Trey?
Mm-hmm.
You don't know who it is.
I don't.
But I do. So the winner tonight is Diane Sherman. Diane, congratulations. A round of applause for you. And as you know, all you need to do is come by and pick up your prize anytime after 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. So we appreciate you so much being here with us tonight. We have had such a good time, haven't we, Trey?
Oh, yes,
And
like always.
We sure hope you have too. We appreciate all the hearts and the thumbs up and the shares. Those all mean so much to us and help us to reach you through Facebook. And we appreciate that you support small businesses, including our small business. That means so much to us, and we love the camaraderie that we have all built up here on Facebook Live and YouTube during our live shows. So did you have somewhere you were going?
No, it was actually the launch from a few weeks ago. It came up on Thursday.
Man.
Yep.
What's these things we do? Okay, so until we see you all again, make sure that you stay sparkly. Good night, everybody.
Bye.